All right, so I'm currently on my way to work, and I just want to get some things off my chest. What's going on right now in the news with Twitter banning Donald Trump, as well as Instagram and Facebook and Shopify and a whole bunch of other platforms. If I see people that are on Twitter celebrating that, and people on Facebook celebrating that too. But I don't understand where the disconnect is coming from, where people think that that's a good thing to happen. You mean to tell me? And I'm not necessarily pro-Trump or anti-Trump or pro-Biden or anti-Biden, but what I am is pro-critical thinking and pro-common sense and, just educating yourself and really being unbiased and thinking about logically where certain decisions will end up. So predicting where do we go from here, really. So what Twitter did is silence the quote-unquote leader of the free world, the sitting president of the United States. And the fallout, we're still going through the fallout of that decision. So first off, this happened on January 8th, 2021. I think this is going to be this year is going to be worse than last year. Holy shit, And so if a president of the United States can be silenced just for having some opinions or some viewpoints that you don't disagree with, what do you think is going to start happening to celebrities and other people in the government and probably some other world leaders, basically anybody who tells Twitter to shut the fuck up or anything like that, or doesn't necessarily have views that align with Twitter, you stand the chance of being deplatformed from Twitter and Google, Facebook. And so let's put that to a side. What can happen when this happens to you? What happens when you get banned from these platforms? Well, shit, you used to have a voice. You used to be able to reach people and participate in public discourse. You used to be able to exercise your freedom of speech online. And let's be honest, bro. A lot of people are online. That's the world that we live in right now. We are online. So you're attempting to you're basically taking a person, their means of communication out. So with these tech companies taking him off of there, how far can this go? Now we got to be creative with our thinking of how far can this go. Well, if Twitter can block you, Facebook can block you, Google can block you, Shopify can block you, what if, it's a big what if MasterCard, Visa, American Express, Verizon, T-Mobile. What happens when companies like that start saying, you can't really use our services because we don't agree with the shit that you talking. Well, you can definitely cripple a person. You can ruin somebody. You can ruin somebody's life that way, and it's not good. I'm not necessarily gonna say it's not fair, because legally, I guess, you are using their platforms. But what is going to come from making these actions? Of course, you have people on the conservative side of the ideological spectrum that are saying we're gonna build our own platforms, and what happens when they build they're gonna start building their own platforms and all these things. They're gonna build their own server farms and social medias and commerce networks like Shopify and things like that. So where do we go from here? So we're basically, what I kind of see happening beyond that, because that's in the short term. There's going to be a conservative version of these platforms, but beyond that, we're going to start splitting off into little bubbles, because those people on the conservative platforms, so maybe at some point in time, there's going to be there's going to be homosexual platforms where you can only participate in their social media if you're a homosexual or you are pro homosexual ideology. So basically, gay Twitter, gay Instagram, gay Shopify, gay Facebook, but what if you're like, I don't know, this is just gonna be a mess. I'm just speaking my thoughts. I know it sounds ridiculous, but right now what's going on in the world is ridiculous. So I think it's pretty fair for me to be ridiculous right now with predicting where the hell all of this is gonna go on. So I don't know, let's see.